I streaming yet? Am I streaming? Hey Sebastian, how's it going, man? Let me do my intro. So hey everybody, just to let you guys know that watch this video later, I'm doing this live stream because it's my 1-year anniversary. I did my first video, which was a trailer review of Star Wars The Force Awakens trailer that came out. No. Yeah, I think it was a teaser or a trailer back on October 20th is when I did mine. And so that was my first one. It was really bad. You can go back and look at it. I have like this background is basically taped up cardboard that I put against the wall, and then I have all of the posters connected to it. But I had no posters, so it was just like solid blue background, and you could hear this really bad echo, and where I had it located was bad video. I was nervous, I didn't know what I was doing, and I think I've come a long way in the past year. So I wanted to do a live stream because of two reasons. One, my copyright strike finally went away on the 18th, and my anniversary was the 20th. Yay! And then also because of my anniversary. So that's why I'm doing the live stream. I'm glad it's working. I was a little worried that it wouldn't work. But let me know if you guys get any hiccups or if it like the sound. How is the sound? Can you hear me okay? I know you might hear my fan in the background, but if I turn that off, I might be sweating since I turned my air conditioner off. Rowan, hello, I like your Indian trailer reactions a lot. Thank you. I enjoy doing them. They're fun. Hopefully it doesn't skip too much. Stream health is going down, but let me know. Thank you. Congratulations to me. How is Sebastian doing? I haven't seen you in a long time, man. Oh, I'm going to try and pronounce this name. Tejaswi BD. Hi, dude. Congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. I had asked people to ask questions on Twitter with the hashtag AskKoricon, but nobody did. I don't know. Maybe I don't have enough followers on Twitter to do that. Yeah, we should hang soon. Things are a bit crazy for me right now, but we need to figure something out. Shrish, you're here. Thank you. I'm glad you like my reactions. Which upcoming movies I really want to see in the theaters? Well, the main one that I want to see in theaters is Rogue One, really. I want to see Rogue One. Am I skipping again? Can you guys see me? I don't know why the bandwidth is so low. Do you guys see any video? Is it already giving me crap and we're only 3 minutes in? Looks like it's just... Is it still buffering? Can you guys see me? What is with the stream? I'm, if you guys can see me, I'm in the time zone of Mountain Standard Time, MST. Hey Raptor, what's up? Which computers? Dang it. Why is it going so slow? Dang it. All right, am I back? Can you guys see me? tried to downscale it to 720p because it seemed like 1080p was using up all my bandwidth and it crapped out on me. So we'll keep an eye on the resolution health for this. I'm sorry the first 10 minutes were nothing. Anyway, let's get back to it. Anand, how's it going, man? If you're still on, only 2 people are watching right now. I guess while it was crapping out on me, people left. So who are the 2 that are still in? Raptor said, cool posters behind you. Thank you. I like them, especially my Deadpool poster. I like my Deadpool poster. Just watched my reaction for Logan. It's nice. Wish you much more success. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. That movie looks great, Logan. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Like, I like the tone that they're going for, and I think it's going to be a great. And the way that they're filming it is great as a goodbye piece for Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. I'm really excited about it. Hey, it's good to see you after a long time too, but I talk to you online from time to time. And thank you for my congrats on the anniversary. And Krupa says he's still here. Hello. So what I was trying to say before my stream went out. Oh man, it's going red again. Let's hope it stays. If you guys start to see some extreme buffering, let me know. Funny UBs, hello. How are you? Now, I had told people they could ask me questions on Twitter if they wanted me to answer them with the hashtag AskKoricon. But it looks like nobody did that. I want to try and see Shivai this weekend. I don't know if I'll be able to. But I really want to see it. It looks good. Looks really good. Are you gonna go see Shivai? Shivai? Yeah, I know it's releasing next week. I really want to see it. Should be good. Maybe I can get a friend to go out with me. I need to see if it's even showing out here. I would think it would. It'll probably show somewhere in Denver, maybe. I just got to be able to try and get out there. So we'll see if I can do it. If I can, I'll absolutely film like a vlog about it, like I do some of those big movies, so you guys can see that I'm going. So I got 2 people watching. Who's watching besides... And I could never pronounce your name right, dude. Anirudh D. Who's the other one? Is it Krupa? check out. Make sure the stream is still going. Yep, looks like it. Yeah, I know you changed your name. The picture's the same, though. Oh, it's your real name. Okay. My real name's Matt. What movies are you excited for coming out in the next couple of months besides Shavai? I want to see Rogue One really bad. A Star Wars story. Rogue One. I like that. I don't know how I feel about a Star Wars story. That seems weird. You can just call it Rogue One. Or Star Wars Rogue One or something like that. I don't know. It just seems weird. It's like, really, we're in the Star Wars universe, but we have a different name. Yeah, I know you got a different name, but we're a Star Wars story. Yeah, I'm aware. Maybe for future people, they can be like, oh, wow, they made stuff that wasn't with just the name Star Wars. This one's a Star Wars story, even though it's not called Star Wars. I don't know, I'm ranting about Star Wars now. But I really want to see Rogue One. I think it's going to be really good. And Logan in March, man, that looks really good. Oh, I think that's going to be great. We got a couple of good movies coming out soon. Some good trailers, too. We had that motion poster that came out today for Bahubali 2, The Conclusion. It's just a motion poster, but we should be getting the trailer in 2 months. 2 months and a week, something like that. So that'll be cool. That was where I got my start, was Bahubali. But last year, this time, since it's my anniversary, I started trying to figure out the whole YouTube thing and doing videos here or there, reviews of movies as best I could and all that jazz. But then I got up to like 30 subscribers. And then in January, someone asked me to do a trailer reaction for Bahubali, the beginning. And I did, and it looked cool. And I got a few views and some subscribers off of that. But then I thought the movie looked good, so I went and saw the movie and did a review of it. And then what I didn't know is, I guess reactors weren't doing reviews of the movie. They were just reacting to the trailers. They weren't actually watching the movies. And then I just got a huge flood of subscribers after that, because they're like, oh my gosh, he actually watches the movies. And so that was my first Indian movie trailer reaction, was Bahubali, the beginning. So it's got a little special place in my heart, because and then Bahubali 2, it feels like a nice continuation for the next year of my YouTube channel, second year. Ashwin, 1 year, and that's great. I hope to do more stuffs in the future myself. I do not want to stop doing it. I love doing this. It's fun. And Keith, hello! I'm doing great. I'm doing my anniversary live stream, so I'm very happy. Did a few videos today that I uploaded, and that was good. Some stuff about Bahubali 2, and also Dear Zindiga. I had to re-upload that trailer reaction without the picture-in-picture. And then I did the reaction for the motion poster that came out today. It looks cool. I like the chain. I want to see if they can put that like on the use those motion posters on the walls at the movie theater. So those look cool. Kind of like a Harry Potter picture. Probably do it if they had a bunch of TVs as their, you know, movie posters, but that would just be cool to see a bunch of motion posters inside the movie theater. So tell me, for those of you that started following me, what video got you interested in my my channel? What was the video that you were like, hey, I want to watch more of this guy? I want to see what this idiot wants to look at. Giselle, how's it going? You miss me? Aww. Good morning from India. Well, good evening from the US. It's like 10:20 p.m. now. Am I going to change the posters behind me? I actually thought about that. I got a Suicide Squad poster I was thinking of putting right here. Or maybe a little farther down since I got some empty space there. Or maybe right here. But I don't have any other posters right now that I could put up there. But I have a mailbox. You guys can mail me posters. I mean, I can't promise I can put them all up. If anything, I would put them up in my room, and they would just be nice to have in general. But, you know, I have a very limited amount of space, so people start sending me all of these posters. I can't get them up behind me. The Bahubali trailer reaction, that was the one that you came in on. That was early on. That was in January. That was my first Indian trailer reaction. Yeah, the Kabali trailer. That one, that's a crazy story. That Kabali trailer. So I did 2 trailer reactions. So I did the first one, which was just the straight trailer reaction for the trailer. And I had a good commentary that I had afterwards. I thought it was a good video. I edited it and it was uploading. And then I was reviewing it and I realized I didn't mention the music. And that song had gotten stuck in my head. I was watching the trailer like over and over again. So I was like, I need to talk about that. So I filmed a second video where I basically just talked about the song, and I didn't show the picture-in-picture. I just had the trailer kind of playing in the background, and then I was getting down and getting down to that song. Well, the next morning when I woke up, because everything uploaded while I was asleep, when I woke up, the first trailer got claimed and then blocked worldwide. And then a bunch of people got copyright strikes and blocks and claims. Bolly Fools got a strike and was dealing with them to try and get it off. But my second video, because I didn't do the picture-in-picture, that one didn't get any claim or get blocked or anything. So everybody that was searching for the new Kabali trailer reaction, the only ones that came up were ones that were uploaded within an hour or so, and mine. And so it just kept getting more and more views, and I think it's sitting at 240,000 views right now, and it got there fast. And then I was featured as one of the 4 YouTubers on CNN in India. I did a video about that too. I didn't know. The day after that, I had a bunch of messages from subscribers saying, "Dude, I just saw you on national TV." I'm like, what? And they sent me a link. And I'm like, holy crap, I'm on CNN. They had my name down there and everything. And so I thought that was cool. I made a video about it and used clips from CNN's broadcast. I was like, what? That's crazy. And then, after that, I got another huge influx. Right now, I'm kind of close to hitting 7,000 subscribers. Let's see where I'm at now. Gotta bring up my live count. I'm at 6951. So pretty close to 7,000. That'll be a good... It's been a while since I hit another little milestone. Yeah, it did kind of go viral. I think the real definition of viral is a million views. And I've gotten up to about 240,000 on that one. So I never really hit 1 million or anything. I got maybe not even a quarter of the way there. But it was my biggest video. I have nothing else that's even close to that. I think I have one video of us international football Lionel Messi video that I did back in, I don't know, it was maybe before that, January or February maybe, that I think is around 140,000 views, which surprised me. I don't do very many sports reaction videos because they always get claimed. The music that they use in the background always gets claimed. So it's not really a big point in doing them, but people liked seeing them, which I don't really understand why. I don't know much about international football, or what we call soccer, and so I would get all of these like insane fans of the game that were wondering why I was reacting to it. I'm like, someone asked me to, so I did. That's the only reason why I did the reaction. It's not like I'm doing it so I can critique every player in every game. And if you watch the reaction, I'm just like, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. And then I talk about it afterwards. I'm like, hey, he's a good player, but it's a very casual thing. I do not claim to know a lot about soccer, international football. How about cutting some scenes in those copyrighted trailers like YouTube channel? Yeah, I could do that. However, because of the way that... So YouTube has an automatic claim system. And the way that auto claim system works is it looks at audio and video, and if they have a match, and then also audio match. So they don't match video or pictures alone. It has to have an audio match first, and then if there's a video that goes with it and it's in sync, then that gets claimed, or the audio, if it has a song, would get claimed. So even if your video has nothing to do with the song, and the song can still get claimed. Now you can try and edit around that, but if you're going to do a trailer reaction, I think it should be the entire trailer, and you talk about it before and you talk about it after. So you're not doing just a reaction of the trailer, you're doing what are you going to expect coming up into it in your intro, talking to the trailer, then reacting to the trailer so people can see your interaction as you watch it, and then right afterwards your discussion of the trailer and what you gleaned off of it and what you're looking forward to and what you liked and didn't like and all that kind of stuff. You basically review the trailer. You either do that or you just cut out the middle part that shows the actual trailer, and you have the lead up to and then after, because those are the parts that are really important. Everybody's seen the trailer. They don't really need to see me watching it, even though they want to, because they want to see my immediate reaction. But for some movies, I just can't take the risk to do that. So instead of just cutting it up, which I guess I would if I had like a major moment, but I'm not one of those reactors that like overreacts to things. Like, you're not going to see me watching a trailer and be like, oh my god! Like, I don't do that. My normal reactions to things are like, oh yeah, you know, and just normal. So I don't, I guess I either show my entire reaction so you can get an idea of how I react to things, or it'd just be intercuts of me going, oh, I would rather talk about the trailer while I'm watching it, where I'm going, oh man, that looks good, I like that camera shot. Because a lot of my critique really comes from the behind the scenes part. Like, I really like watching the camera movements, the lens filters, the wide scales, some of the, how they move the camera around, what they're doing, audio, music, that kind of stuff. But I also like to talk about story and actors and that kind of jazz. So usually if I can't do a reaction of a trailer or a video, I just cut that video part out and just have my intro and my review. Missed visiting your channel and your reactions recently. Well, they're still up there. You can go and check them out. Hey Sebastian, need to get me into some soccer. I like soccer. Actually, the Rapids are doing really well right now. I think we're like really close to being a #1 spot. I think we're fighting with the LA Galaxy or something like that. Oh, you liked my vlogs of me doing in the car. Oh, well, that in the workplace. Yeah, I like doing the vlogs. I tried to do them as a daily vlog every day, but it became difficult coming up with stuff for reasons to, like an excuse to actually do the daily vlog. So, I just do them when I'm in the mood or I have actually something to talk about. But then if I do, I have no problem just grabbing my phone and doing a vlog. I have this thing, which I need a different housing for. This is kind of flimsy. So if you ever buy this one, don't get this one. It's a bit flimsy. It doesn't hold the phone great. But I love this tripod. It's bendy. You can put it on anything. Or you can, hold it like this, and it's kind of like a steady cam. And I keep this in my pocket so that if I ever am in the mood to vlog about something, I just put it on airplane mode so I don't get messages while I'm filming, and then just film the vlog and upload it from my phone. Yes, Shavai is releasing next weekend. I want to see it. I don't know if I'll be able to get out to Denver next weekend to see it, but I really want to. Arvinth Kumar, hey Nala, congrats, thank you, hello. Would I react to another cricket video? Yeah, I would. The thing is, I don't know a lot about cricket, so it's not like I have much to say. I would just be reacting to the cool stuff that I see on the video. But also, if it has copyrighted music on it, I can't do the reaction. Or it has to be silent. So, I don't know, it's hard to do the sports ones, just because all the sports videos have copyrighted music on it. I don't know how some of these people do only sports video reactions. I couldn't do that. Shelby! Hi, Shelby! Arcus said, Colorado Rapids MLS? Yes. I'm in Colorado. That's our team. It's the Rapids. The MLS. I think we're in second place right now, but we're fighting for first. I think it's the LA Galaxy that that's #1 right now. But if we win the next game and they lose, or if they tie, I think we're only 1 point behind. So if they lose and we tie, we will win. we get in first place, or if they tie and we win, then we would get in first place. But if we lose, then the galaxy gets it. But I don't remember if that game happened yet, or maybe it did today. It may have happened today. But I was busy doing all of my stuff with the YouTube channel today. Droid Mike asked, would I watch Dhruva in theaters? Yeah, I would. I don't know if it's showing out here or if I can get out to see it. It's difficult for me to see the movies in Denver right now, but if I can, I will. I really want to see Shavai. Amit, we want some change in your channel? What do you mean change in my channel? What kind of change? Apuna, your reactions are one of the most honest ones I have seen on YouTube. Thank you. I don't know why it would be difficult to make an honest reaction. I mean, it's not that hard, really. You just don't watch the video and then record yourself watching the video and then you talk about it. Could be that some people maybe aren't able to think of things off of the top of their head. I don't know. But I have seen a lot of overreactors or fake reactors, and they are annoying and they're very easy to spot. So just don't watch the video before you react to it. I don't know why people do that. And if I have seen it, like there have been a couple of times where I recorded a reaction and then something went wrong with the camera or the recording of it, or maybe the microphone wasn't working and I had to re-record it. But then in my reaction I say, hey, I had technical difficulties, or I think for one of them was the Super Bowl last year. I saw one of the trailers on the Super Bowl that I wanted to react to, and so I said, well, I've seen this, but I wanted to give you guys my opinion on it, and I will recreate what it is that I said or thought of during the trailer, but it's a re-reaction in a way. Well, thank you, Apuna. All the best to my channel. Keep posting more reactions. I try and post when I can. You know, work and life kind of get in the way, but I do my best. Watch Lagan and MS Donnie. Yeah, I would want to watch them if I could. You will then get to know a bit about cricket. Yeah, I don't mind getting to know more about cricket, but I'm not a big fan, and I don't want to pretend that I'm a fan or anything. I'm honest about that. It's just not, I'm not even a fan of American baseball. So, you know, it's like, yeah, for me, I like watching the cool parts, but I don't really want to sit down and watch an entire game. I don't know. That's just me personally, though. But I have respect to the game. There's a lot of sports I respect that I just don't watch. You will give me some cricket videos without music in it to react to it? Okay, sounds good. You know all of my normal social media places where you can send it to me? Sharish, Logan is part of X-Men, but this time they focus on generic action and performance of Hugh Jackman. Do you think he will die in the movie? Well, yeah, he's a part of the X-Men, but they're kind of using the Old Man Logan comic books, which take place far, far in the future. And it's pretty much the only two mutants left are him and Professor X. And so all the other mutants are dead. I don't know what year it was. It was way in the future, though. And Logan is just old. And so his healing factor just doesn't work as great. He's dying of old age. He lives a long time, but he still dies of old age. Do I think he'll die? Yeah, I could see that. I could see him dying. I think Professor X will die. I know it's Hugh Jackman's last movie, so if he does die, he's going to go out in a, saving the girl or something, great. Ayush Dubey? Great work, man. Awesome reactions. Keep it up. Thank ya. Appreciate that. Teal Turkey says hola. Hola. Looks like someone commented on my... Send me some questions, people. What do you want to know? Gaurav, hello. You're here and back. Well, welcome back. You guys got any questions? I don't have anything on Twitter. Nobody's tagged or using that hashtag or anything. Nobody has questions. What are my all-time favorite movies? Well, my number one favorite movie of all time is The Princess Bride. It's one of those movies that I never get tired of. I can always watch it ever since I was a kid. Also love Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and also Life of Brian. Those two are funny. I could watch them whenever. Star Wars, for the obvious nerd stuff. Lord of the Rings, I guess. But my number one movie is Princess Bride. You are doing good reviews. Thank you. I appreciate that. Rudvik? I hope I said that right. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I misunderstood what you were saying, Arca. That if I watch Lagan and MS Donnie, then I would know more about cricket. Yes, of course. Duh. Sorry, I was thinking about movies and sports as two separate things. I wasn't thinking about them together. But yes. Can I do some reactions to TVF series? Like Pictures or Permanent Roommates? I haven't looked into any of that, so I'm not sure. I guess I can look into it. I'd have to see if I could get permission for that. I do have permission to do AIB videos, and I did one, but I wanted to do some more. But I do have permission from them to do reactions to their videos. Did I have dinner? Yeah, I had a burger a little while ago, a few hours ago. How do I manage to work and YouTube? I don't do anything else. For the most part, that's about it. I mean, I work and then I come home and I do YouTube, or I try and do... You know, the good thing about my job is I can make my own schedule. So if I have some days that I don't have to do anything, I can knock out a bunch of reactions at once and then film them and upload them as I can. But really, I just try and do it when I have time. One of the things I want to do, though, is have videos that are in the pipeline already filmed. So like trailer reactions, I have to do them in a timely manner. They kind of have to be released within a few days of it coming out. I try to do it on the day, but I can't always do that. But if I can at least get it in with a couple of days, I'm fine. But for like my movie reviews and everything else, those end up taking me a long time just finding the time to do it. So what I want to do is try and like write out a bunch of reviews and then film them all at one go when I have time, and then just edit them and release them as I can, because I'm backlogged on those. I still have a few reviews that I have to do. Have I watched Whiplash? Yes, I did. I actually did a review of that movie back last year. It's up there. It's on my channel somewhere. Sebastian said, so what did you like this year? What is something you most memories? Well, my big milestone memories are the Bahubali trailer reaction and the movie review I did, which got me my first influx of Indian subscribers. And then the insane craziness that happened with the Kabali trailer teaser reaction, that where everybody was getting strikes, but my second video didn't get taken down because I didn't have the picture-in-picture, and so I got an insane amount of views and ended up on CNN in India on it. That was crazy. And then seeing some of the movies in the theater with you, Sebastian, and Anad, those were great. I love those times. I want to do that again. Hopefully we can get some of those in the next few months. We'll see. How do I manage YouTube and professional work? I just do YouTube at night and my professional work in a day. That's why you don't really see me upload videos during the day too often, unless it's a weekend or it's a day I don't have much to do. But I just do my YouTube stuff at night when I get home. And I don't go to bed before midnight. Did I know that Prabhas gained up to 150 kilograms for Bahubali, and the antagonist Rana gained 110 for his role? Yeah, I did know that. People told me that. And you can see in the poster, of course it's a painting, but he looks bigger in that poster. Why am I not wearing my specs? Well, when I wear my glasses, which makes it easier to read, you see the glare from my monitors. So when I'm looking at you, you see the glare off of my glasses. And then that can be annoying. So guys, I'm going to take a break real quick and get something more to drink. I'll be gone for about 5 minutes, so don't go away. If other people come in, this happened before, and they're like, why are we looking at this empty chair? Just say, he'll be back in 5 minutes, don't worry. But come up with some questions and ask them, and I will answer them when I get back. I'm back. Arcus says, is Logan fully adapted from Old Man Logan or just partially adopted? Seems to have some similarities as well as some dissimilarities with the comic. From what I remember, it's been a long time since I saw or looked at the comic. From what I remember, I don't think they're going to be using too much of the story. I think they're more using the tone, the time period, and the characters with him and Professor X and some of the base stuff. But I don't think they're going to use the exact storyline from the graphic novel. TVF pictures and permanent roommates are great. Please check that out. Yeah, I will. I'll check it out. I've seen a lot of people do stuff with TVF. I haven't really seen any other things yet, so I don't know much about them. Any future plans to travel to Asia or India in particular? I would love to. I don't have the money to do it. But it would be awesome. I would love to go. Tisha said, please bring some guests over. Whenever I don't have guests in here because I don't have a lot of room. But when I do have guests on, it's usually when I'm vlogging when we're seeing a movie. Like Sebastian has been in a few of my vlogs when we went and saw movies together. But until I can get a bigger studio, I don't really have the space to do it. If I do guests, it has to be at another location. Santosh, hi. I hope you'll get permission from TVF to do reactions. That would be a huge change for your channel because lots of Indians are looking for reactions of TVF. Yeah, I can ask. And if anything, what would help is if you guys that are fans of TVF and you want them to give me permission, you should reach out to them and say, hey, you should give Koricon permission, like through Twitter. Just tag me on it, Twitter or Facebook, Instagram, whatever. All of my social medias are in the description box. When am I going to review the other Rajnikant movies? Yeah, I kind of slacked on those. And I also got a bunch of DVDs from Denver Johnson, which one of them I'm going to watch is Agent Vinod. But I need to get on those again. Life got complicated for a while there, so I am going to do them. It's just may not have the time right now. But I didn't forget, don't worry. Please review Monsoon Mangoes. I don't know what that is. I am not sure what that is. Who dinged me? Oh, that's a comment. Waiting for my reviews of Baby, Airlift, Pink, and Najira. Yeah, I want to see those. You know how many movies I have to watch to do reviews for? You could just look in the comments in this and get an idea of a small percentage of how many movies I have to watch. By the way, what does Koricon Nala mean? Is there any specific reason for the name? That's actually an interesting story, kind of. So, I'm old. I've been on the internet before it went public. Back in 1989, when I built my first computer, we were hijacking the IP addresses to connect our computers together so we could play games like Warcraft 2 and Dune, but we wouldn't use our real names. And so Koricon was a name that I just made up when I was like 13, 12. And I just used it as became my internet handle. That's just how everybody knew who I was. When the internet first went public, the people that considered themselves like hackers or, just didn't want to be known publicly, they would use their internet handles. People knew them as that. And then as the internet got more and more public, it didn't matter. But Koricon just stuck. People knew who I was when I used that name. So I've always used Koricon. Whenever I played a video game or did anything online and it asks what your name is, I just put in Koricon. Nala is my middle name backwards. My middle name is Alan. So that came out of a book that I was trying to write when I was younger. My main character's name was Nala. And whenever I had to have a first and last name for something I did online, I would just use Koricon and then Nala as my last name, and that's how it stuck. That's where it came from. Ishank, just to add, big fan, always check all your reviews. Liked my review of the Kabali music reaction. Yeah, a lot of people liked that one. That was... I was not expecting that video to get as popular as it did, but it was in a weird, perfect storm of stuff that happened that just made that one kind of go viral. Did I check out the first look of Nintendo's Switch? I did. It's very intriguing. The two main concerns I have are, what's the resolution of the screen for the tablet? And how long is the battery life? So if you have to have it plugged in and use it on your TV all the time, and as soon as you unplug it to take it somewhere else and it dies within an hour, what's the point? So I want to know what the battery life is on it in real time, like actual using it, not what their specs say it should be. Because you buy tablets and they say it's got 9 hours of battery life, and then you actually start to use it, it's got 3. So, battery is the most important, I think. For it to actually work and do well, I think it has to have a great battery. It's going to be the make or break for the Nintendo Switch. But what do you think about it? You think it looks good? I like Nintendo personally. I'm a casual gamer. So, I'm not one of those people that play video games all the time, and then when I do, I just want to go and do my own thing. I like RPGs. I don't really like first-person shooters. I find them boring. I like things with story in it. And I like playing with other people, but I don't play at their speed because I get distracted and want to go do something else. I played World of Warcraft for like 4 years. In the beginning, I was even a beta tester when it first came out. But I would always just wander off and go mine stuff because I wanted to build something. And I didn't really do many raids. I would play with friends when they came on for a short period of time, but after an hour or two, I would go and just do something else. Which horror genre do I like the most? Psychological thriller or violence type horror like Evil Dead and others? I don't know if I can say which I like most. I can say that the psychological thrillers are better films. However, my geeky nerd heart loves the cheesy slasher films. Like Jason and Michael Myers and Freddy and all that. But it's just like a guilty pleasure. The psychological thrillers I see as like actual like films. Something to get your teeth in, a good, like Silence of the Lambs kind of stuff. Whoa, a couple of stuff moving up. I'm trying to get in here. You hope it's worth the money, the Nintendo Switch. You think it'll beat Sony or Microsoft? I don't know about that. I don't know if it'll beat Sony or Microsoft, but I think it would have a market. People... Especially what happened with when the Wii came out. You had people that owned either Sony and the Wii or Xbox and the Wii. I think you might have people like that. They'll buy it, especially if the price is right. You know, if it's not $600, people will buy it. Ishka, honestly, this is the first time live streaming chat for you here on YouTube, and just followed me on Twitter. Oh, great. Yeah, I did live streams a while ago, but then I got a copyright strike and they took away my ability to do live streams. I used to do them like once a week, or at least twice a month. Yes, no problem. It's really the only backstory on my name that you need to know is I'm old. It's an internet handle. I was on the internet before you were. I was on the internet before most people. I was on the internet before it was public. Sorry for spamming the chat. You're not spamming the chat. I only have 9 people watching right now, so it's good to have stuff to talk about. Ask more questions. React to some songs. I can't really do reactions to songs because of copyright claims. They always get claimed. What is my take on all these copyright strikes on YouTube reactions? Well, the thing about reactors, you have good reactors and bad reactors. What I consider a bad reactor is someone that just says, hey, this is my name, and we're going to watch this, and then they watch it, and they react during the video, and then when it's over, they're like, yeah, that was cool, like, share, subscribe, and then that's it. They don't give anything else. A good reactor will talk about something ahead of time, you know, what their expectations are, then they do a reaction, and then they do a review afterwards, and they actually talk about it, and they create a discussion, and they do something. Those people, as long as you're following the Fair Use Act, you know, where it's less than half of your video and all that kind of stuff, I think is fine. I don't think they should really give out strikes to reactors unless they're... The thing is, they can't go around, YouTube can't go around and watch every single reaction video to find out if it should be striked or not. They use an automatic system. Unless the production company or the owner, the original owner, comes in and strikes it personally, the YouTube has to use an algorithm, and a lot of times that algorithm's wrong. That's why I have to avoid certain companies, because the auto strike system they set up with YouTube is too strict. Why have I named my channel Koricon Nala? We were just talking about that, but it's because Koricon is my internet handle. I've been using Koricon ever since 1989, 1988. I react to a song live streaming now? No, because that'll automatically get claimed. I've done a 6-hour live stream one time, and the entire thing got claimed off of a 1.5 or 2 minute song that I did near the end of the video. So I'm not going to play any music that can be heard. You guys wouldn't be able to hear it. I'd have to put my headphones on or something. Do I like music and dance videos? South movies have the best dancers and choreographers. I like some dance videos. I appreciate dance, but I can't react to them because the music is an automatic claim. I would basically be doing all of those videos for free and have a risk of getting a strike. So really, for my point of view, it's not worth it. But I do like people send me links and I watch them on my own and I talk to them about it. I like doing that. I could do a review of something, but I wouldn't really have too much to say about the dancing. It would be more of talking about how the video was filmed. But the dancing itself, I could just say I liked it, or I liked this and not that. But a lot of the videos coming out are too much like current teen pop, like an MTV video. I'm not really into those. Yeah, I know, you mean react to a song during the live stream. The thing is, when the live stream gets uploaded, it gets claimed. So anybody that watches the video afterwards, you know, I just basically, however time I did the video for, people that watch it later, the copyright is claimed for the entire thing off of 2 minutes. So it's not really worth it. How old am I? How old do you think I am? Some of you already know how old I am. But how old do you think I am? Let me know. And then after a few guesses, I'll tell you how old I really am. How do you think about Indian movies? Did you think the vast number of varieties and versatility? I think there's a lot of Indian movies that use too much of the same the same scaffolding, I guess you could say. Like, it's too predictable for some of them. But I think Indian movies are just like American movies. You know, we have a lot of movies that use the same storylines and scaffolding as well. But I think the Indian and the American movie industries both have, you know, unique and interesting good movies, and then the stereotypical movies. So I think they're pretty much the same for the most part. Why are people so greedy of a video song and strike it for some videos? I don't know. You got to talk to the people that own the rights to the videos and the songs. For the large production companies, it's because anything, they see it as taking money away from them. They don't understand the whole concept of free promotion. I guess, I don't know. And then they set up those auto claim systems with YouTube, so they don't really do anything with it. It's the idea of guilty until proven innocent. You're automatically claimed, and then I have to go and try and spend time to prove that I'm not guilty. And then maybe it'll come back or something. So I just avoid the whole thing. You have to go? All right, toodles. You think I'm 29? No, I'm 38. 10 years off. Never mind, you're going to stay. Okay. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm 38. Happy belated first anniversary for your channel. Thank you very much. Did I like the October Loot Crate stuffs? Oh, yeah, man. The book. Where is it? This book that came in the Loot Crate is awesome. Hardback, The Legion of Regrettable Supervillains, featuring the 50 strangest supervillains in the history of comics. It's a great hardback book. What's cool is it talks about the villain, like this is the Black Tarantula, and then it gives like comic stills and a little bio on the characters and stuff. It's an awesome book. I was not expecting that. And the shirt. Like the shirt. Negan Sluggus. What's my take on the Shivai music? Did I like it? Yeah, I did like it. I think I mentioned it in my reaction. Actually, if anything, you saw me bouncing around. I do that a lot. I look younger than 38. Yeah, it's because I'm fat. I don't know. I've always looked younger than I am. I don't know why. What is my favorite action sequences in movies and fight scenes? Well, for fight scenes, I prefer cameras that are pulled back so I can see the actual fight. That's why I like a lot of martial arts movies. You know, like Donnie Yen's Flashpoint has an awesome fight scene at the end. Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Tony Jaa. I really love the fight scenes in Ong Bak. Those were great. The Raid 2. Those kind of action. Those for fight scenes, I like that. I hate it when they do too many quick cuts and shaky cam and you have no idea what's going on. I wanna see the fight. Pull the camera back. Let me see it. For action sequences, I like the regular action. I like car chases. Car chases are good if they're done right. The one in Jack Reacher was awesome. John Wick had a good one too. So as long as it's filmed right, not too many quick cuts. The thing is, for any action scene you ever do, or any editing, for any editor or their filmmaker out there, stop doing quick cuts and close-ups where they're like, don't do that, and keep the camera freaking still. Stop doing all the extreme shaky cam. Now, I don't mind a floating steady cam where it looks like the camera is kind of moving but like a float. That's fine, but don't jar it all the time. It's crazy. It looks stupid and it makes me seasick. I think since you are a bachelor, you enjoy a lot. I am a bachelor. Who's my favorite actor? That's a tough one. Maybe Anthony Hopkins. I really like Anthony Hopkins. Vincent D'Onofrio. He's done some crazy cool stuff. But I also like Tom Hardy, because he does some interesting characters. Since I'm so much into superhero stuff, I should do some origin videos. So you mean like videos where I talk about the origin of a character? Kind of like what SourceFed Nerd does, or Nerdist. Like Dan Casey on Dan Cave for Nerdist does those. And Sam Basher on SourceFed Nerd, he does those too. I like watching those. Those are great videos. What is my take on Star Wars The Force Awakens? I actually missed Darth Vader. Yeah. Well, my take on Star Wars The Force Awakens is that they reused the storyline from the original Star Wars. However, I understand why they did it for a couple of reasons. One, you have to get people out of the mindset of expecting the prequel trilogy and get them back to the original trilogy. And one of the best ways of doing that is giving them something familiar that they can grab onto. And two, the Sith have a very limited way of thinking. So, and they showed that in the original trilogy. You had the Death Star in the first Star Wars. That got blown up. And so in Empire Strikes Back and then Return of the Jedi, they were building a bigger Death Star, the Super Death Star. So their idea is, if this doesn't work, we make it bigger and better. And then when that didn't work, again, we make it bigger and better. And that's what they did in Force Awakens. They made it a planet size. But now I think they hit the pinnacle of that, and it could hit 5 planets at once. So they're not going to do that anymore. I think the main reason they did that storyline was to get people back to the original, feeling like the original trilogy, so that you were in that universe again, and then they could go forward. I think the next 2 movies are going to be much different and much better. I liked Force Awakens, though. How the superhero evolved over the years and who they teamed up with. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, the same kind of thing that Dan Casey and Sam Basher do, where they talk about where they originated from and who they battled with. I guess I could do that. I never really thought about it, but yeah, maybe I'll give it a shot one of these days. I gotta find the time to do that. It takes a lot of time to research and fit those together. I couldn't just do it off the top of my head. I could for some characters, but not all of them. And I would want to look some stuff up. After watching so many movie trailers of Indian industry like Bollywood, Tollywood, etc., what is your view about the Indian industry? Well, when I first started doing them, just like many Americans, when we think of Indian movie, we think Bollywood. Because when people think of American movies, they think Hollywood. However, there's multiple movie industries in the U.S. that most people in the world don't know about. But we don't have them by location. Hollywood is in location just because all of those production companies are in the city of Hollywood or L.A. But we have an independent film industry. We have, YouTube. We have a bunch of smaller little industries. And India just has like 6 major film industries based off of their location. So it took me a while to kind of figure that out. Of course, the first thing I knew about was Bollywood, and then I found out they were all from production companies in Mumbai, northern India. And then you had the Tollywood, which was Tamil, and then you had Telugu, and then Kollywood, which was Kannada, and then I could never say this one right, Malayalam. I don't know how to pronounce that. There's too many A's and L's in there. But their film industry, and then the Bharati, Malaysia, like there's so many film industries, and they all have their own unique little flavor to them. I've seen enough now that I can watch a movie trailer and pretty much guess where it came from the most part. Sometimes I'm wrong, but usually I can take a guess. I think Tamil and Telugu are kind of hard to distinguish between the two for a lot of times because they're almost interchangeable. Almost every movie that comes out in one of each, they dub it in the other language. Talk something about my place, which to visit. What do you mean, Colorado? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, Colorado, the mountains. Everybody wants to go to the mountains. They want to go skiing or they want to go camping. I like Denver, though. Who's my favorite actor from India? Well, I really like Shah Rukh Khan because I liked My Name is Khan and Fan. Those were awesome movies. But I also like Amir Khan, and there's a couple that I like. I guess I would say Shah Rukh Khan would be my favorite just because I've seen more of his movies. But it doesn't mean he's the best or anything. It just means that I've seen more of his movies. Next year, maybe Avatar will be releasing. Did you think it will clash with Star Wars and can beat Star Wars? If the Avatar sequel comes out, I don't know if it'll come out next year. I don't think they even started filming it yet. I know they have four sequels planned, which is odd. Usually they try and plan like a trilogy or maybe 2 movies at a time, but 4? I don't know why they're doing that. But anyway, I don't think they're going to go up against each other directly. I would be really surprised if James Cameron releases the Avatar movies during the Christmas time to directly go up against Star Wars. But if it did, I think Star Wars would win, as long as Episode 8 is good. If Episode 8 would win, no matter what movie goes up against it. But if Episode 8 is not good, Avatar could win against Episode 9. But I doubt that Cameron would want to go up against Star Wars directly. He would come out with the movie either during the summer or maybe early fall, like a September or October release maybe. I would assume he would do like a May or August release instead of Christmas and go up against Star Wars. Or Avatar could release in a February or March, because those months are becoming big now. The first big February movie was Hannibal, and then Deadpool last year just proved that a lot of people will go to a movie in February. So maybe Avatar will take advantage of the fact that no big movies are coming out in February or March. This year we're going to have Logan in March, and I think it's a good release for Logan. I don't think it should do a summer release, so maybe Avatar could take advantage of that. Stephen King or Aaron Sorkin? Stephen King. I like I love his characters. I like characters. And Stephen King always has a lot of characters that are really interesting. Tollywood is Talego, Collywood is Tamil. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's very confusing, but I get the regions down. Like, I can tell, what is a Tamil or a Talego movie, maybe. Kannada is a bit different. Bollywood or Mumbai movies are different. I can tell pretty much where they're from if I watch a trailer for the most part. But I think they all have good movies. Harry says, "What's up? Almost 7,000. Congrats." I know, I'm up to I think I showed it earlier. Where am I at? Let's see what my live count says. I'm at 6,953 subscribers. 47 to go, and then I hit the big 7,000. Kannada film industry is known as sandalwood. Didn't know that. I know more about Tamil and Telugu movies than North Indians. Well, there seems to be a fight between North and South that I don't quite understand. I've heard a lot of people argue their case between both. I don't really care where a movie is made. If I think it looks good or if it's fun, I'll like it. So I don't care where a movie is made. But, especially when I first started doing this, I had a lot of people that are like, don't ever even watch South Indian movies. And then people from the South going, don't even watch the North Indian movies. I'm like, I don't care where it's from. You guys argue about that amongst yourselves. I don't want to be a part of that argument. I'm going to look at a movie on its own as a movie. I don't care where it was made. I mean, heck, I started doing some Russian trailer reactions, and some of those movies look good too. You should check those out. Do I like Courage the Cowardly Dog? I do. I used to love that show when it came out. He cracked me up. I haven't thought about that show in a long time, man. That was a fun show, though. Not sure if I watched South Park, but to that Avatar question, why 4? Then that one South Park episode, Raising the Bar with James Cameron's song, is the answer. Oh, well, I'll have to check that out because I have not seen that. Why 4? I do like South Park, but I don't watch it religiously. I haven't checked out the past couple of seasons, past few seasons. But I do like watching what I do when I get a chance to. But I'll have to check out their song. I want to see what they say about it. So thank you for telling me about that. What do I think about Bahubali the conclusion? Will it beat Bahubali the beginning in the box office? Yeah, I think it will beat the first one. Not because I think it'll be a better film. I don't know if it will be. We have nothing to go against it for reference. But I think it will make more money solely because the first movie became so popular. I mean, heck, it even reached out to the US and got me. So you gained a bunch of fans that didn't see it in the theater in the past year that are now looking forward to the new one and that are going to go see it in the theater. And if you look at I think they had an article about the film rights for Bahubali the conclusion, that it's already made 300 crore, which, what was that, like, it's like 8 million or something? No. How much is 300 crore in American dollars? I can't remember. But it said that it already made 300 crore just in the distribution rights in America. So it's going to be released pretty wide out here in the US. So it's already making more money than most Indian movies just in the US distribution rights that they already sold, and the movie hasn't even finished filming yet. So yeah, I think it'll make more than the first one. What's my favorite Indian movie, or what's my all-time favorite movie? My favorite Indian movie... What's my favorite Indian movie? Right now, I think I'm going to say Fan. Because that movie surprised me. I thought it was a lot better than I was expecting. And I liked the psychological thriller aspect of the two characters. And Shah Rukh Khan did great playing both of them. He was super creepy as the Fan. Oh man, he was super creepy as the Fan. But I think they spent way too much time and money on doing all of the CGI special effects to make him look smaller. Maybe they could have done something else for that. But I think their budget became too inflated because of every scene had to be adjusted with CGI. Just like on the shoulders and the face and his body and his height and everything had to be changed. So, I mean, maybe they could have done something like they did in Captain America, where they interpose his face on someone else's body. That would have been a little cheaper and easier and still would have had the same effect, except you wouldn't have Shah Rukh Khan doing the body acting. So it's a give or take on that, I guess. But I just think it was so labor intensive for what they did for the special effects on that. I don't know if it was really worth it. But I love that movie. I thought it was a great movie. Sebastian agrees with me too, if he's still on here. He liked that movie too. My favorite movie of all time, though, is The Princess Bride. That's my favorite movie of all time. You're a North Indian and you watch South Indian movies if it looks good to you. That's good. You shouldn't. You should watch movies from wherever they come from. You should check out some of these Russian movies I did trailer reactions for. They look pretty good. I also like Korean and Japanese and Hong Kong films. A couple of Spanish films, like, Guillermo del Toro and Robert Rodriguez came out of Mexico, and so they had some great movies. I mean, Labyrinth, that's a Mexican movie. It's in Spanish. That's an amazing movie. which is the best reality shows that are trending in the TV in America? I have no idea because I can't stand reality shows. I hate reality shows. I don't watch them. So whenever I see a commercial for one, I always end up rolling my eyes like, why do people watch this crap? I don't understand. And so I have no idea. I don't keep track of them. $300 core is around 45 million. Yeah, so it already made that. It made 300 core already just on the distribution rights in the US. So, I think it's gonna make more than the first Bahubali. You're a South Indian, you watch most of the Telugus, your favorite is Rajnikanth, and I saw some of the others. Rajnikanth, man, he's got the swagger. He's got the suave, almost James Bondish kind of feel about him, like he can do anything. Superhero, he's like a superhero. A mythical superhero. South Indian movies have interesting storylines and high on entertainment. They're high on energy, that's for sure. I think some of the storylines are used too often. I would like to see some different types of storylines. But there's a lot of movies that have the same storyline. Boy meets girl, boy falls in love with girl gets in trouble, or society does, and then he beats up bad guys. A couple of dance sequences, and then that's it. So I would like some more interesting characters and interesting stories, change things up a little bit. But I do enjoy the ones that I've seen. Daniel Vargas, can I be your father? Probably not. I don't have any kids that I'm aware of. And I'm not adopting right now. Best Spanish movie you saw was La Lisa Mamina. I have not seen that one. Check out Shah Rukh Khan's Dar. It's a very intense psychological thriller. I've heard of Dar, haven't seen it yet. Yep, Bahubali did break and push boundaries. That's why everybody's really excited for the sequel. Did I watch Dersham or Moalam? No, I haven't seen those. I have not heard of them. A movie called I Heard You. I Heard You Paint Houses with De Niro, Pacino, and Pesci. I have not heard about that movie. How have I not heard of a movie that has De Niro, Pacino, and Pesci in it? I Heard You Paint Houses. It was a book. Oh, Martin Scorsese is doing it. Well, if Martin Scorsese is doing it, sure, I'll watch it. But you know what? Sometimes movies that have all of this talent in it and people are looking really forward to it, and then it just doesn't, give us a lot. I've seen that before, where you're like, oh man, it's got so many good people in it. And then it's not good. But we'll see. I'd like to wait for a trailer, if there's a trailer, whenever that comes out. Yeah, they are reuniting for this movie. Watch Dersham. It's a... So how do you pronounce that? There's too many A's and L's in it. Malayalam? Did I say that right? How do I say that? Can you give me a pronunciation on Malayalam? There's too many A's and L's. It confuses my brain. But you guys, what? Malayalam. 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 How's that? Malayalam? Does that sound right? Yeah, Amir Khan's Dangle is going to be in a lot of countries. Yeah, and because Disney is distributing it, they've done I guess they've done some Indian movies, but it looks like a movie Disney would do in the U.S. as well. So I'm hoping it gets a decent U.S. release. And if they're distributing it, it'll at least hit all the major cities. Hare asked, what's my favorite Indian movie to date? Well, I had just talked about that a little while ago. I think it would have to be Fan. I really liked Fan. Shah Rukh Khan, I thought it was great, but I thought they spent way too much on the CGI to change his body. I thought there could have been a less expensive way of pulling that off. But I loved the characters. And he did a great job as the creepy Fan. I like that. Do I write stories of my own? Any plans of making content like short films and stuff? I've written stories, kind of. I'm not much of a writer. My brother is mostly the writer. Do I have plans of making any short films and stuff? I've actually thought about it. I've been mulling stuff over in my head, like what I could do, but I haven't really come up with anything that sparked hey, I want to really try and figure that out. So, but I am constantly thinking of things that what could I do. I kind of did a little bit of a short film. It was more like a long edited vlog of me walking around doing stuff for the day and driving around and doing little stuff, and that was cool. But I haven't tried to do like a short film that has a story with an arc or anything, but it would be fun. I just haven't thought of anything that I would do yet. Which song you always would want to be played when you are almost done with your drinks and just need to finally nudge, indicating it's time? For me, it's Skyfall. That's a very specific question. I think it would be something hard metal. Whenever I've been drunk, it's been hard metal I go to, like Lamb of God or 6 Feet Under, Slipknot. Yes, I said I was going to watch 3 Rajnikant movies, and I have the other 2 to watch. I'm going to watch Shiva the Boss, I think it was, and another one. I have them listed. I have a bunch of movies I've got to get to, but my life got really complicated in the past few months, and so I haven't been able to get to it. But I am going to be doing them. I also got a bunch of movies from Denver Johnson in the mail, and like here's one of them that I want to start watching as well. And I've got other reviews that I need to do and catch up on. I just haven't gotten to them yet. Have I played Counter-Strike Go? No, I haven't played that, but I've seen all the commercials with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. Doom 3, an Indian movie, used the same technology as Captain America, but Shah Rukh Khan wants to act himself as fan. Yeah, and I understand that. I do. I just thought it was super labor intensive. React to the John Cena prank call. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but it just doesn't sound that interesting. John Cena, well, John Cena, I like John Cena. But prank call, I don't like prank calls. I don't find them funny. Is it funny? Is it something I would get a copyright claim or a strike if I actually did a reaction to it? The best Despicable Me movie moment. You know, actually my favorite moment is not from the movies. It's from one of the short films that came out from Despicable Me 2 with the Minions called Banana. I love that short film. It cracks me up every single time. But I guess my other favorite moment would be from the first Despicable Me when the little girl gets the unicorn and she freaks out. Oh my god, it's so fluffy! I don't know. That always sticks in my head. I think it would be funny. Robot. Yeah, that's right. Yep, I have those two. I have a list here of movies that I have to do. And I'm going to see if I can try and get to one of those this week. I want to watch it with my dad so that me and him can talk about it before I do the review. And I should get them done soon because we've got Robot 2 coming out. I should have at least one Indian movie poster in the background. I would love to have one. I don't have one. I can't just buy them at the local store out here. I could try and get one online, I guess. But I have a mailbox. Someone should mail me one. Mail me a poster. I'll unbox it on video and everything. No, I won't get a copyright strike for it, and it's funny. It got 31 million views. Well, there's a lot of things that are not good that get a lot of views. But yeah, I'll check it out. I'm hesitant to do it, but I'll check it out. If anything, I'll film my reaction, and if you never see it uploaded, it's because I didn't really think it was that funny. Or maybe I will upload it and go, I don't understand why people like this. I don't know, but it could be really funny. I don't know. That's the beauty of a reaction video, is I have no idea what I'm about to watch for the most part. Or I might have some idea, but not really. Oh, when Kevin says, ooh la la, in Despicable Me 2. Yeah, that was pretty funny too. Should watch any Kannada movie. There are a bunch of movies that are good. Yeah, actually, I was on Netflix today because I was trying to catch up with all of my Luke Cage movies, or Luke Cage series. I've got like 2.5 shows to go. And while I was on there, let me see this. I'm looking it up now. No. It's not the one I was thinking of. But there have been a couple of Kannada movies that I did trailer reactions for that I saw that looked interesting. What I liked about some of the Kannada trailers that I saw was, they had more of a dramatic feel to them, less light and airy, more not somber, but like a more somewhat intense feel to it, I guess. Grittier. This is a word I'm looking for. I'm not sure. But from what I remember, though, the trailers I did see, I thought looked pretty good. Yeah, Robot 2, very expensive. That's true. $55 to $60 million. But I was on Netflix the other day, and one of the movies I've wanted to see is on there now, so I might be doing a review for that, which is Ramen Rogov 2.0. I really want to see that movie, so I think that's something I'm going to be watching soon as well. But I might try and watch one of the Rajnikanth movies first, so I can do a review of that. But the trailer for Ramen Rogov 2.0 looked awesome. How about Narcos? I haven't seen that show. I haven't watched it, but I've heard a lot about it. There's a lot of TV shows I watch. Maybe one day I'll do like I'll just like binge watch them. Like do an entire season one day or something like that. Do I play role-playing games like Marvel Future Fight? I haven't played that one, but I've actually played role-playing games for most of my life. Like, I'm one of the very early Dungeons and Dragons players. Like, I played D&D back in the 80s. Of course, it started in the 70s, but I played it in the 80s. I was one of those nerds. Alright, keep asking some questions. I'm going to take a break real quick, get some more drink, and I will be right back. I'll be back about 5 minutes. So if someone's like, why are we looking at a chair? Just say, hey, he'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm back. Is Daniel Craig really making a comeback in the new James Bond movie? I would not expect so. I don't think he would. I think it's time for them to move on to the next one. They kind of finished his storyline. I don't see why he should come back, really. Xbox One or PS4? I have neither. I'm more of a PC gamer. I prefer the keyboard and mouse. I'm an old school gamer. I have a PS3, but I really only use it for Blu-rays and watching YouTube and Netflix. Occasionally I'll play a game, but I don't own any games for it. Most of my games that I play are on the computer. I like the PC. Yeah, there's a lot of expensive movies coming out of India in the next year or two. Raman Raghav is awesome. I want to see it. The trailer looked great. Yeah, Gangs of Wasipur I've heard about many times. And it's one of the movies I've got on my list. Who do I think would be the best Bond? Jack Houston, Tom Hiddleston, or Tom Hughes? I think Tom Hiddleston would be okay, but he's kind of too well known, don't you think? Like, whenever they went to a new Bond, they were usually lesser known. I'm trying to remember who Tom Hughes is. Oh, okay. He's awfully young. I would prefer them to go back to an older Bond. You know, instead of going back to another younger Bond. My personal opinion. I would like to see I really wanted to see Idris Elba. I think he would be a good Bond. Jack Houston, who's that? Let's see. Sounds familiar. Oh, from Ben-Hur. Yeah, I think he would do okay, I guess. But I don't know much about his movies, so I guess in a way he would be good, since I don't know a lot about him. Tom Hiddleston, though, I think he would do a good job, but he's so well known as Loki that I don't know if it would translate very well from that to Bond. The Bahubali virtual reality video was released. Yeah, that got released today. I heard about it at the same time. I don't have a VR headset, though. I do not have one. I want one. Don't have one. But I heard the PS4's headset was really good. And the other ones are just too expensive. I can't afford that. Hello! What mic am I using to record my voice? This. It's called the Blue Yeti. It's a very popular microphone for YouTubers because it gets some good audio. But you do need to make sure you have a lot of ambient noise off. Right now I got a fan going and you can hear it. Normally when I record videos I don't have the fan on, so it's more like this. But then it gets really hot in my, in the room here, so when I'm doing live streaming, especially for long periods of time, I have the fan on so it doesn't get too hot in here. But when I record my videos, my reviews and my reactions, I usually turn the fan off so you can get a clearer sound. Yeah, I heard about rumors of Idris Elba, and I thought that would be a great pick. I want that. Pierce Brosnan did an Indian TV ad. That's interesting. What did he sell? It's a new Malayalam movie Viram. It's now the highest budget film produced in Kerala. Many Hollywood technicians worked on this movie. And there will be Hindi and English versions. That's cool. I've heard of Viram. I don't know where I heard that name from. Where did I hear? Did I see the trailer? I don't think I did a reaction for it though. No, I didn't do a reaction for this. But I think I might have seen the trailer. It sounds familiar. Oh no, that's why. It's a Tamil movie from 2014. That's why I've heard of it. That's why I've heard of it. I didn't know that they had a Malayalam movie that was coming out with the same name. React to one video of my channel. It's a 2.3 minute video of Indian train and nature. Get to know the nature. Oh, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I'm kind of interested in answering the questions right now. And we're 2 hours into this. Is this a video you made on your channel? Yeah, Idris Elba as Bond. He would be so classy and suave. It would be awesome. What did I think about the car chase sequence in Spectre or in Die Another Day or any other Bond movies? What would be my favorite car chase sequence? I like the car chase sequence in Spectre. Let's see, my favorite car chase scene in a Bond movie. Well, I did like the one in His Majesty's Secret Service. That was the one Bond movie that that one actor did. He only did one movie. It was right after Sean Connery retired the first time. What was his name? George Weatherby? I think it was something like that. But that car chase was pretty good. I liked that. I did like the one in Spectre. That was an exciting car chase. Die Another Day. I'm trying to remember that one. Was that the one with Michelle Yeoh in it? With the motorcycle? That was a good one. I like that one. Does it say Negan on your shirt from The Walking Dead? Yes, it does. Negan Slugger. It's the shirt that came in with the new Loot Crate for October. Well, send me a link for it, Gaurav. I'll take a look at it, but not right now. I'm gonna answer some more questions. Maybe when we get closer to the end of the stream. Do I like The Walking Dead? If so, would you like to see more in the series? Or what would you like to see more in the series? I do like The Walking Dead, but I'm not like a rabid fan. I haven't read all of the graphic novel or the comics, so I'm not familiar with all of the where they are now with the characters and everything. I pretty much only knew what was going on for the first couple of seasons, and then after that I didn't know what was going to come next because I hadn't read anything. But I do like the series. The characters are interesting. I think it's written well. I think they recycled too many storylines, but the characters are always interesting. I think some of the seasons might go on a little too long. They have too many filler episodes. So maybe if they shortened the seasons and had tighter storylines per episode, it would be, I would like it more. But I do like the show. It's a good show. Well, I always want to see more of Daryl. I'm a huge fan of the Boondock Saints. So Norman Reedus is awesome. And they just announced earlier that Norman Reedus is going to come back for Boondock Saints 3. So I'm super excited about that. But I always liked Daryl. I thought he was a great character. And I knew he wasn't really supposed to be in it that much. Do I travel? No, I don't really travel. I don't have the money. But I would love to. If I had money, I would. My favorite character in The Walking Dead is Daryl. Norman Reedus. But I think I like Norman Reedus a lot. Just because I love the Boondock Saints. I love that movie. But his character as Daryl is great too, because he's like, you know, the silent badass. Please check Nanaku Primatho. Great psychological thriller from Telugu. Well, I can try to watch it, but I've got so many movies I need to watch. You know, I can only watch so many. But I think no, I don't think that one's on my list yet. I have not heard about it. I don't think so. Let me look up the... A lot of these movies I recognize from the poster or a picture still. I'm not good with names. I need pictures. Like I can look at a picture still of a movie and then I would know what it is. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen anything on this. Dude's got an epic beard though. I like his beard. He's got a nice beard. I like beards. Did I check out the new series 11/22/63 based on the Stephen King novel? I haven't yet. That's a Hulu series. I did want to watch that because I like Stephen King, and also because what's his name? I can see his face. James Franco, yeah. I like James Franco. What's my favorite Marvel movie? Deadpool. By far. I think all of the Marvel movies are good. For, you know, I like them all for the most part. Well, I have problems with a couple. You know, that first Wolverine movie where they ruined Deadpool and Gambit. I didn't like that one. But I did like Sabretooth in that movie. I like Civil War. That was a good one. Especially Spider-Man's reveal. I think Spider-Man was perfect in Civil War. I didn't really like Apocalypse that much. I like the Avengers. Let's see. Captain America. I really liked Captain America. All of them, actually. Captain America, Winter Soldier, Civil War. I liked all three of those. I think I liked the first Captain America more than most people did, just because I love period piece movies. And so I loved seeing the movies from the, you know, it took place in the 1940s. I like that. Who's my favorite character with a beard? I've never really thought about that. Favorite character with a beard. Tom Hanks in Castaway. That was a good movie. He had a beard for half of that. I like Rajnikant's beard in Kabali. I think that's an epic beard. I think he looks better with the beard than without it. Do I watch Gotham series? Yeah, I do. I watch that, and I do think it's good. Do I know who X-23 is? Yeah, X-23 is the clone of Wolverine. So I guess she's kind of a daughter in a way, but she's the 23rd of the Weapon X program, and she's a clone of Wolverine, and she's got 2 claws, shink, instead of 3, and she's now the new Wolverine in the comic books since Logan died. And I think the young girl that's in the trailer for Logan is going to be X-23. That's my guess. React to your profile picture on the Facebook? Did you change it? Oh, it looks kind of like a digital painting. With the blue sunglasses and your red beard. Is that a did you take a picture and then use a digital filter on that or something? Do you think Black Widow should get her own movie? Why are they not doing that? I would like to see a Black Widow movie. I don't know what storyline they would do with it, though. I would really like to see her storyline in Russia. I think that would be interesting. Give like an origin story to her, because we haven't gotten one for her. You know, we've gotten bits and pieces of like backflashes, and we know she's from Russia. But I would like to see her origin story from the Russian side. But I don't think you would have Scarlett Johansson in it, because it would have to be young. So you'd have to recast a very young Black Widow character. Kind of like what they did with Hannibal. If they did it like that, if you watch Hannibal Rising, I thought that was a really good movie. And it's not, it's not Anthony Hopkins playing Hannibal. It's another guy playing a young Hannibal and gave his origin story of how he got there. If they did something like that and they kept it, a little darker and actually followed her character, I think that would be a great movie, actually. Yeah. If they did an origin story of Black Widow with, from her young when she was being trained and everything, and they do it kind of like the style of Hannibal Rising, I think that would be a good movie. I think that would be a really good movie. Kind of like a mix between Hannibal Rising and like James Bond, I guess. Not Bond. Maybe John Wick. So a mix of like Hannibal Rising and John Wick. But with Black Widow. I think that would be cool. Which is the best fighter jet that I like? I don't know. The F-16 is a very popular one, but I don't know a lot about fighter jets. I like the ones in Top Gun. I like that movie. Those are cool fighter jets. But I don't know a lot of specifics about them. What solo superhero movie would you like to see besides Black Widow? For a solo superhero film? Lobo or a good Spawn movie. I liked the Spawn movie we got, but it was before the whole renaissance of all of these superhero movies. So it was back when, you know, CGI wasn't very good. But I still liked that Spawn movie. I thought it was good. Michael Jai White, that's how I became a fan of his, was because of Spawn. And I liked John Leguizamo as Violator. However, you know, he was a little too silly, but I liked it. Cheesy good. I like it. But I would like to see a good Spawn movie, or Lobo. I think Lobo would be good. The 2 Ghost Rider movies were okay, but I would like to see a really good Ghost Rider movie, because I loved Ghost Rider comic books. Oh, no, I found out, but he's not a superhero. He's kind of an anti-hero. Venom. I want to see a Venom movie. I had a lot of the graphic novels for Venom when I was younger, and I love Venom. But they totally ruined him in Spider-Man 3, and you can't have Venom without doing the origin story, which would be, you know, the story of Peter Parker getting the symbiote and then having to get rid of it and it getting on Brock. But if you could get to a good Venom movie, then you could have Carnage. But you need Venom to get Carnage, and I love Carnage. I thought he was an awesome, crazy character. I would love to see Carnage on the big screen. Yeah, Black Widow is a double agent. No, I didn't check out 11/22/63 yet, but I do want to see it because James Franco. I like James Franco and I love Stephen King. So I want to see it. I just haven't been able to yet. I'm still trying to catch up on Luke Cage, and I need to do, like, I finally finished watching Mr. Robot, and I need to do my review for the last 4 episodes. But I'm still trying to catch up on Luke Cage and some other stuff. But when I can, I want to do a good binge of 11/22/63 and just knock it out in a day or two. Where did I make my intro video? That is something called, a program called Blender. And if you go to YouTube... Hi, kitty. My kitty wants to be petted. Hi, kitty. If you go to YouTube and type in Blender templates, you'll see a bunch of templates that people make using the program Blender, which is like a 3D rendering program. And if you download Blender, and then you can get some of these templates, and you import the template into Blender, and then you can edit it and everything. That's how I made my intro. My intro was from... what company was it? Oh, I made it last year. I can't remember. But I took their template that they provided and I loaded it into Blender, and I changed the wording so that it had my wording on there. Carnage would be the best villain movie. Yeah, I mean, Carnage would be insane, but you would have to go like a hard PG-13 or rated R with that guy, because he's basically like Hannibal Lecter with Venom's powers, or the Joker. I mean, he's insane. He's freaking crazy. He had no problem killing people. Got to go, subscribed, and bye. Well, thank you very much, and goodbye. I appreciate it. Al Pacino in The Godfather or Jack Nicholson in The Shining? Well, I guess I would have to go Al Pacino in The Godfather. And my reasoning is, although I really liked Jack Nicholson in The Shining, I think he did a great job playing crazy, the movie didn't reflect the book very well. And so I'm not a huge fan of the Stanley Kubrick's movie, but I do love the 6-hour miniseries that they made, like, what was it, 10 or 15 years ago? That was really good. I prefer that one over the Kubrick movie. What is my favorite trailer of this year? Well, I guess Rogue One, a Star Wars story, is the one that's gotten me the most excited. But the one that's gotten me the most attention is Kabali. So I have I really liked that one. But I liked it when I saw it. Shavai has an amazing trailer. I was showing that to everybody that would watch it. Rose says, say hello to my friends of Foro, Peru. Hello! Foro, Peru. What's Foro, Peru? Oh, you have a song. I'm not going to play that song right now because it will get me a strike, but I'll bring it up and watch it later. Nope, it says not found. You may have to send another link, Rosa, because that one didn't work. Show the kitty to you? Well, he's kind of asleep at my feet right now. Aren't you, buddy? Aren't you? My cat is huge. Do you want to be on camera? No. He's just kind of lounging at my feet. But he's a 27-pound Maine Coon. So he's about, when he's on my lap, he's about this big without his tail. He's about this big with his tail. And he's 27 pounds. He looks like a lion. Actually, I could show you a picture. But he's lounging right now. He's comfortable. I don't want to disturb him. Aren't you, buddy? Here's a picture of him in his cat bed, which is actually a dog bed. Just because he's too big for cat beds. He's gigantic. Do I know the Naruto series? I do know about it, but I haven't watched it. But I am aware of it. Take your name? Hassan? How do I pronounce your last name? Charania? Did I say that right, Hassan? Charania? Do I watch Game of Thrones? Yeah, actually, we did episode reviews for last season. I'm excited for season 7, but we're not going to get that until the summer. We got like 9 months before we get any. Ow! Hey, that's my leg. I got sharp nails. But I like Game of Thrones. I love that show. Stop it. Don't put holes in my leg, dude. My cat was all like clawing at my leg and left holes in my leg. He's a big cat. He's very strong. Am I going to watch Shavai in theaters? I'm going to try to. I want to. I don't know if I'll be able to get to Denver to do it. It takes me about an hour, hour and a half to drive to a theater that shows any Indian movies. Yeah, he is a huge cat. He takes after his papa. He's a big dude. So I pronounced it right, Hassan? Charania? What are my favorite European movies and directors? Well, I do like a lot of the action movies, you know, like Snatch, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I really like that movie. I like Snatch a lot, actually. Snatch was a great movie. Oh, and what was that movie? Dang it! What was the name of that movie? But I like Guy Ritchie movies. I'm trying to remember the name of... It's on the tip of my tongue. I really like that movie, though. What was it? Don't you hate it when you've got like a person or a movie, or it's like right in there you can see pictures from it, but you can't remember the name? What was it? Had Colin Farrell in it before he was really famous. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Let me try and look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Let's see, when was it made? In Bruges. That's it. I love that movie, In Bruges. That one was Martin McDowell Donahue, but I like Guy Ritchie, but I loved In Bruges. I like that movie a lot. You want me to be like FouseyTube, but less arrogant? Well, I haven't watched a lot of FouseyTube. He seems like, you know, from the stuff I have seen, he is very arrogant. So I haven't really watched his videos. So I don't really know what you mean by you want me to be like him, because I don't really know what his content is. I don't watch it. Just because he is way too arrogant. So it becomes more annoying for me than anything, so I've not seen his videos. I've only seen other YouTubers talk about him. Oh, you want me to upload my Game of Thrones reviews for Season 7? Yeah. If I can, I will do that. I had fun doing it for Season 6. Who's Roman? I don't think I know that one. There's a lot of YouTubers. We have a lot of... we have a huge community here. We don't all know each other. So I am not aware of who Roman is. Do a video about my favorite movies and directors of Europe. Oh, that sounds interesting. You know, I could probably do that for every area. The thing is, I don't have like a huge... The reason I haven't done something like that is my knowledge is limited. You know, and it's from an American's point of view, so I don't know how interesting that would be to somebody that, you know, grew up and lived in Europe and is absorbed by all of this, you know, all of the movies that came out of there. I only really know of the ones that were popular enough to get over here. So I'm sure if I did a video like that, I would get bombarded in the comments of like, why didn't you talk about this person? Why didn't you talk about this movie? How have you not done this one? And I would get thousands of that, which would be fine, actually. I think that would be kind of cool. It would give me a bunch of stuff to look at. But yeah, I could probably do a video at some point on my favorite movies and directors for like Europe and India, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, mostly Hong Kong, American, obviously. Some Mexican films that I like, mostly Guillermo del Toro. Robert Rodriguez, I like him too, though. Did I ever catch up on cricket? Well, I watched some stuff on it. I understand the game now. I understand it way more than I did when I did a reaction to that one cricket video. I get the rules for the most part, but I haven't watched any full games or anything. About Rogue One backdrop. I don't have a Rogue One backdrop. I've got a Force Awakens and original Star Wars. Those are my only two Star Wars posters in my backdrop. But I would like to get a Rogue One in there. Get one with, maybe put it right there or right here or something. Maybe right here, because part of the C, I don't need that poster there. I could put it right there. What is my expectation on Logan? I expect it to be very dramatic, dark, violent. I'm hoping for a great script. That's what I'm really wanting, is a great script. So I want Logan to have good dialogue and a good flowing dramatic storyline. I think the action will be only in the last third of the movie, maybe something in the second act, but most of the action is going to be in the third act. I think the first act and most of the second will be more characters and storyline driven. And I think Xavier will die, and I think Logan will die, and the girl will take over as Wolverine for X-23, is what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, it's 12:30 right now. 12:30 a.m. Each have more than 8 million subscribers for Roman and FouseyTube. Yeah, I believe that. There's a lot of YouTubers that have huge amount of subscribers that I don't watch. The ones I do watch right now are Boogie2988. I really like him. He does more gaming stuff than I know of, though, but I still like watching his videos. I find him interesting. And I relate to him because he's a big guy also. And I also like Philip DeFranco. I like Philip DeFranco. Philly D! But most of the other stuff I watch is like SourceFed Nerd and Nerdist. I'm a part of what's called the Reactors League. It's a group of reactors, and I watch a lot of other reactors that are in our league. If you go to the Reactors League, we have a channel. It's only got a few, I think they're up to like 2,000 subscribers or something, but we do a lot of mashups with a bunch of us in the Reactors League, and that's always been fun. I love being a part of that. We just got Blind Wave joined. We've got Chainsaw on there, Fandom Reacts, Niles Reacts, me. Oh man, there's a bunch of us. There's a whole bunch of us. But if you keep an eye on Reactors League, you'll see a bunch of us doing mashups with each other and stuff like that. Sorry, some of these comments went up too fast. I may have missed something, so if I miss your question, go ahead and ask it again. But my take on the Matrix series, I really liked the first movie. I thought the second one was okay. I thought the third one was, alright. But as a trilogy, I thought it was interesting. I liked this entire story arc for the most part, but the first movie is really what interested me. I liked the sci-fi element of, is this reality? I mean, it goes into pure philosophy. It's pure philosophy. You know, what is real? So I loved the philosophical aspects and the psychology that was in the series. But most of that was in the first movie. In the second and third, it just kind of turned into a pure sci-fi for the most part. They tried to take it back to more philosophical at the end of the second movie with the architect. And I found that scene interesting. But it was still more sci-fi than philosophical, except he sounded philosophical in the dialogue he was saying. But basically the entire point of the scene was just to say that Neo's been in the same situation multiple times, and they've had multiple matrices in the past, and this is just what happens to keep things working. So it was more of a sci-fi element scene, but they tried to make it more philosophical than it actually was. They used a lot of big words and confused people, but I understood what he was talking about. So I liked the first movie more because I liked the philosophical aspect of it and the psychology of how would you actually react to that kind of reality shift. But the other twos just became a sci-fi, even though I love sci-fi, so I do like the other two movies, just not as much as I like the first one. You love my reaction on cricket and the voices I made when they were juggling the ball. Yeah, I have that sound. I did that in my soccer videos, my international football videos. And I do that with like every sport that I see. It's like involuntary almost. I do that with the sports I watch at home just on my own time. When they fumble the ball or whatever, it's like or bloop 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 bloop. I don't know, it just what pops in my head when I see that. So I do that all the time. Yes, I am planning on reviewing the 2 remaining Rajnikant movies that were requested. I totally am. I am sorry though, because my life got really complicated the past few months. But I am going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing Robot and The Boss. And I got a bunch of movies in the mail from Denver Johnson. I'm going to be watching the first one of that soon, called Agent Vinod. My dad actually watched a lot of those movies already. 1:30 a.m. in Texas. Yeah, it's 12:30 here. You have an India versus New Zealand cricket match today starting in 2 hours from now. I can watch. I don't know if I'll be awake in 2 hours. That'll be 2:30 in the morning. Fuzi and Roman both did a movie, Boo, Medea, and Born Pranksters. Yeah, what's funny about that movie, Boo, Medea, I think, is that was a joke that actually originated from... Who was it? It was a comedian, major comedian like Cedric the Entertainer or something. Made a joke about Boo Medea, that they made so many movies that they were going to do a Halloween one, and then they actually made the movie. Someone came up with a great script and brought it over, and they made the movie. I think it's coming out this month. Born Pranksters. I'm not a big fan of the prankster stuff. They're all fake. Well, at least most of them are. So I haven't watched any of the prank videos or those social experiments because they're not real, and they half of them are just annoying people. I don't really find that entertaining personally, but I understand why a lot of people like them. Am I a fan of Marvel or DC? I'm a fan of both. I like both Marvel and DC. I don't feel you have to pick one. It's not one side or the other. You just like them all. My favorite 2 main characters, though, are Batman, who's DC, and Wolverine, who's Marvel. But I also love Deadpool and Spider-Man, which are Marvel. Venom and Carnage. But I love the Joker and Superman and Wonder Woman. So I like both sides. I like them. I like a lot of stuff from both sides. Well, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Hassan. Congrats on my first anniversary. Thank you, man. Uday, how's it going, my friend? 1 year. I've been doing this 1 year. Isn't that crazy? That is crazy. Yeah, do you have a link to that India-New Zealand cricket game? I don't know how I would watch it. If I was awake in 2 hours, how I would watch it. Did I like Dead Poets Society? Yeah, that was a great movie. There were a lot of young actors in there. Ethan Hawke was in it. The guy that I really like from Swing Kids was in that. And, Robin Williams, I think it's one of his best movies. I love him in that one. But I like Dead Poets Society. I thought it was a great movie. Boom Adia just released 2 days back. Oh, yeah, there you go. I saw commercials for it. You are right, I agree, and a lot of respect for saying that. Oh, that the pranksters and social experiments are fake. Well, they are fake. I mean, I understand why people like to watch them, but I think they end up pushing their own agenda instead of doing an actual real social experiment. So, why even do it in the first place? I don't understand. See ya, Robbie. Go to Star Sports website and you can catch a live stream. Star Sports. I will look that up. Star Sports. Stars Sports. Oh, okay. Live streaming. Stars Sports. Oh, I have to look that up. Cool, thank you. I will play with that later. Oh, there was a remake of Dead Poets Society. Mohabbateen? Mohabbateen. Actually, I think someone told me about that. Maybe you did. I don't know, you've told me about a lot of movies. Or I can watch the highlights of it tomorrow. Sounds good. India versus New Zealand. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream. It's almost 1 in the morning. I'm going to go get a snack and maybe watch some more of my Luke Cage. And then if I'm still awake, I'll see if I can check out that cricket match. I don't know if I'll be able to stay up for that or not, but thanks everybody for sticking around. And I guess I got one more question and then I'll go. Who'd win the elections? I think we're screwed either way. I just hope it's not Trump. So, I'm not voting for either of the two major ones. So, as long as it's not Trump, I guess. Other than that. Anyway, thanks everybody. Gaurav, send me the link to your video on Facebook or something so that I know which one I'm going to look at. But comment below and let me know what you thought. You know, this will be online for everybody to watch. Thanks everybody for joining in and saying hello for my 1-year anniversary. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Goodbye.